Yay!
Yay! Look at all the pom poms. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday, friends. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you have your writing hands ready because we have got some really great training and stories and education for you tonight. You get to hear from not only your sales directors, but also your fabulous red jackets from some of their experiences and affirmations as well. So, lots to write down and come back to as well. This will be something you can continue to come back to, which is always what we hope to provide for you in our virtual training. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking your time to be here. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Cece Burns, new four-time car earning sales director of the very proud leader of the Rising Fire Unit out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Couple of those gals on here tonight. Hello, ladies. Steph, Katrina, Christy in particular. And here's Bethany Scott coming too. So very excited, you guys, to be your MC hostess with the mostess this evening as we lead ourselves along here. So right away, I want to kick it off hearing from one of our red jackets, and she's going to give you just an overview and some excitement about our upcoming Monday night event. So the fabulous Maggie Fortman, could you take it away? And be sure to add what is your favorite part about being a red jacket in this chapter of your life, we'll say. Take it away.
Okay, great. So I am the fabulous Maggie Portman. I am so excited to be talking to you about our upcoming event on Monday. It is Women in Business and Entrepreneurs. Okay, so one of the things I love is when we all get together, it is just so much fun to be in person with everybody who's there. The energy, the high fives, the hugs, all of the above. It's just awesome. I just love that. In fact, we meet tons of new women that night. So you can bring your friends, bring people who have their own businesses so you can share them with us. My new real estate agent is actually a friend of Cece Burns, who I met at one of these Monday nights. So you guys, you can meet all these new cool people, and then they get to network as well and tell us about their business. We obviously get to tell them about our business, and we just get to be together. There's nothing better than being together. The energy, the love, all of that is just phenomenal. So please come on Monday. Cece, do you have the graphic that you could put up? That would be
I sure
wonderful.
do. Thank you for
So
reminding me.
please come. It is going to be really fun. The first little bit is a beauty bar, and then there's going to be products out there for them to try. And then, of course, we will have the fabulous event itself. And Lisa and Cece always do a fantastic job with that. And they share products and they do recognition with us. And they make sure that everyone knows what Mary Kay is all about, which is definitely the people. So anyway, it's a fantastic event. I really hope that you guys can come. I'll be there. I hope to see you there. And what do I love about my business right now? Okay. I really love being a red jacket and I love being a part of people's lives, of my team's life, and I love to encourage them, and I just get so much encouragement from them. It's really cool when someone who didn't think they could do something then takes something that I said and goes and does it. I just think it's so awesome. So that's my favorite, and I hope that you guys all become red jackets and hang out with us.
So good. So great. Thank you, Maggie Portman. Let's give her some pom pom loving. And you guys, it is so true. Your energy, you person that I'm pointing at right now, your energy shifts and elevates the energy in the room. And so when you're not there, we miss you, and we'll always, always, always welcome you right back with open arms if you haven't been with us in person in a while. So thank you, Maggie, for that awesome affirmation. You certainly make a difference in the room for sure. Everyone can agree on that, right? Like when Maggie Fortman's there, you're gonna guaranteed to have fun. It's guaranteed, right? Thank you, Maggie. Excellent, excellent. And certainly an encourager, also a fabulous encourager of women, and rock star, as her name does say, is the fabulous Rhonda Deaver, and she has got a great wrap up of all of the fun that we had just on Saturday in Menominee Falls. So, Rockstar Rhonda, would you tell us a little bit about that?
I absolutely love those pop-ins and stuff because the energy, when you first walk in, you're greeted by everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're here. I love it." And it's a great place to bring your friends and your clients because they all get loved on. You get new ideas. They get to meet Lisa and Cece and the other consultants that are in the room on Saturday. Tracy was there, Jill Kubik was there, I was there, and Beth was there. And that's always fun, especially when you haven't seen him in a while. But if you come on Monday nights, then you get to see everybody. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if you know, but my daughter's getting married at the end of May. So it was a special treat to watch Cece do a wedding pre-look with the bride to be. And that was unexpected. So I was really glad I made time in my schedule to stop in, see everybody, learn some new tricks and traits, and catch up with some friends. And I had asked a lot of my clients, they were getting ready for Easter. So even if you don't have a client, you should still come because you need that energy and you need that power and you need that push to keep going next week. So that was a lot of fun. And I took that up to my mom and then I was able to tell her about it. So it just continued the bubble and stuff. So it went really well. So next time Lisa has one, which I know is coming up, there it is. Saturday, May 3rd, you should go to it and stuff and bring your friends and bring your girlfriends. And plus, Lisa and Cece feed off our energy as much as we feed off their energy. So the more people we have in the room, the higher the energy level, and you're ready to rock star it out of there when you leave. So I love them. So thank you very much for holding them. And I look forward to the Monday night and Saturday.
So great. Thank you, Rockstar Rhonda. Appreciate you. Fabulous as always, rockstar as always. And did you kind of work in there what you love about being a red? I mean, you get a front row seat to things. Obviously, you're encouraging your team. What's like one more thing you would add to that?
I love being a red because I love to learn and I love learning by people that have already done it and the things that I can pick up from there. So being on the call today at lunchtime was fantastic because you can learn more kind of like behind the scenes per se, and you can have input, which is three of my best things. So it's like it covers a lot of that territory. So
I love it. It does. It does indeed. Thank you, Rhonda.
mhm.
Girls are great. We can hang it up now. Just kidding. You got more to learn. You got more to learn. So, thank you guys. We really do take a lot of pride in our events. And as you guys know, Mom is an event guru, you might say, at this time. And we really figured it out. We've got it figured out. And so, you're going to walk into an event that is professional, exciting. The energy is always going to be positive, so you can continue to count on that. So thank you, ladies, for affirming us in that. So now we are going to pivot and listen to that fabulous event guru herself, Lisa Cadillac Mack, and she is going to share with us some tales and lessons from the road. Lessons from the road. So for your notebook, if you want to label it as that, that would be great. So Lisa Cadillac Mack, I think 15. I think 15 is great, and you're gonna fill our noggins in that time. So please take it away and share your stories with us.
Okay. Great. And I'll see if I can even do it faster than 15. And I'm going to start a timer. Okay. We are sharing with you lessons from the road, and part of these are actually from Heidi Gelzer, National Sales Director's travels from moving from Florida to Oregon that she just did. And as we were reviewing them, Cece and I realized these are the same lessons we would tell you from our Galena trip that we just took on the road. So may I also shout out my offspring and our Reds for doing such a fantastic job already. One of the things I value about our leaders is they do get their input. And so part of this program was designed by your Offspring sales director and our Red Jackets this evening. So they are literally in the field leaders like you are in your business, and they are giving you the information that they are seeing that is also needed in the field, right? So you're getting information from people that are working their business. So I remember when I became a Red Jacket. Oh, it was the best. I was so excited. I was so excited to be a Red Jacket, showing off my Red Jacket, which was not nearly as cool as your Red Jackets are right now. That thing was just a big polyester hot box. You guys look way better and are way more styling than I was in 1997. I'm telling you. Okay. So let me share with you a handful of lessons. And while we're talking, if there is a question that you have while we're going, please feel free to type it in the chat. If there is something that you want to make sure that we address before this 45 minutes to an hour is over, we will make sure that we do that for you, okay? So here are some really super great lessons. First of all, I have shared with my husband, one of my holistic therapists. I shared with on our red call today. I've shared it with family. Cece and I discovered that if you are crabby, you should just go on a road trip. Okay. Now, we were not crabby. What we discovered is that neither are people on road trips and neither are small town people because they're living their life and they're working their business, or they own a coffee shop, or they own a gas station, a full service gas station, by the way. We ran into one of those, let the lady pump my gas, owned the gas station for 24 years. You find things out about people, and you find out that the world is not as crabby a place as media wants you to believe, and that people are nice and people care about each other. No matter what station they are in life or where they came from or what they're doing, there are nice people everywhere. So, and we run into them. So that is kind of like your first, that wasn't one of the lessons, but if you're crabby, go on a drive. Okay, that's a separate. Okay. All right. First official thing is that the value doesn't change even if the price does. And I'm specifically talking about the starter kit. Okay. The value of our business opportunity doesn't change just because the price does. So whether the price is $20 to join Mary Kay this month, which it is, or whether it's $35 to join Mary Kay, which it will be next month, the value doesn't change. The opportunity stands on its own. Now, the fact that they also allowed the $400 segment of the starter kit to only be $80, they don't do that. And they did that. So who do you know in your life could use some more girlfriends, time? Okay. What are the 4 things that we've been talking about that women desire? They crave time. They crave money. They crave girlfriends. What's the 4th one? Time, money.
Culture.
Culture. Yeah. Culture and community. What we offer, the girlfriends. Okay. So the 4 things that women are really creating. Okay. And that's exactly what Mary Kay offers, whether they're in it for a business opportunity or to hang around us because they love our products and they want to hang around you. People are craving that. Okay. Number 2, people who have money also like to save money. People who have money also like to save money. So Maggie, you're supposed to be talking about the goals too. That's supposed to come in there too. So maybe we're coming back to you on that because we want to make sure. Well, I want you to say it tonight. Okay, we'll come back to that. People who have money also like to save money. Okay. Now, if you are in the I have money category, awesome. If you're not in the I have money category yet, but you would like to be in that category, thanks for watching, because this business can change your life and change your financial situation. I came from nothing. I came from nothing. Zero bad, horrible credit. No money. When I started this business, living with my parents and my 2-year-old daughter, I had nothing. And I created a successful business, repaired my credit, bought a house, earned cars, raised kids. Okay. You really can have it all if you are willing to work. You got to work at your regular job, right? Do they pay you if you don't show up? You only get so many days of vacation if you're working for someone else. Okay. People who have money also like to save money. Part of that lesson there also is just because one of your best clients has money, you think you're not going to ask her about the $20 kit because she already has money. People don't join just for money. They join for time, they join for camaraderie, and they join for girlfriends. Okay. Number 3, revisit the conversation you've had with people about this Mary Kay opportunity. If you have had a conversation with them in the past, something to know, whether or not you've shared Mary Kay with someone or not, is that a woman's situation either changes or things happen in her family or in her life every 90 days. Now, I want you to think about that with your own family. Okay. What has happened or what will happen? What has happened in the last 90 or what will happen in the next 90? I booked a vacation last night with my husband and all of my brothers-in-law and sisters-in-law. There are 10 MAC people. God willing, Vail, Colorado may not be the same after September of 2025. Okay? Okay? This is very exciting. Okay, it's very exciting. All right. So that means what? I now again have another fun thing I'm saving money for. And Maggie's going to talk to you a little bit about that. But people's situations change. I had a wedding that I paid for. How else do things change? Mason moved out in April. Okay, our situation changed again. Carson's coming home in May. So we went from 3 people to 2. Now we'll go back to 3. Think people that you know, especially that are parents, their situations change. People's children get married, they get divorced, they come back with a 2-year-old to their parents' house. Okay. An adult goes back to school, an adult loses their job. A young child or a younger child moves back in. A child graduates, a child goes to school. Child loses job, child gets 3 jobs. Child is works for free for someone for a year, and the mother says, you need to get a paying job now. Child says, I'll sell more Mary Kay. I know that may or may not have happened in our house. So things happen about every 90 days. So if 90 days ago you shared some information with a potential client or team member and she said no, now she's more apt to consider it. Also, talk to women around their birthday. They change their hair and their jobs around their birthday. Okay. Number 4, God's timing is always perfect. Now you can write that one down. That one's hard and fast. That'll go with you forever. God's timing is always perfect. So the fact that you're on this call, the fact that, or you're watching it back later, or that you're a red now, or you're a director now, or you're driving a pink Cadillac now, or we've got, 14 states covered, wherever you are at in whatever part of your journey. And that is why I am so glad that you are on, because this business is about so much more than lipstick. It's about all areas of your life. Our business is an anomaly. I have never been involved in anything else that affected spiritual, physical, mental, professional, and financial, except Mary Kay. A yes can rock your world. One yes can rock your world. one new team member, one new booking, one miracle set sold, one yes can rock your world. One yes can change you from consultant to senior consultant, to a super senior consultant, to a red jacket, to a team leader and above. The company is offering a challenge in the month of April for when you have 3 new team members and they all qualify. The company gives you a bonus of a free one and counts it as 4. Or when you have 4, the company bumps it to 5. Or when you have 5, the company will bump it to 6. And on Monday night, June 9th, Javier from Mary Kay Corporate is coming to work with our Mary Kay family. The company wants to work with us and see what we have going on in the Milwaukee area. He said, you guys are really doing great there. I know you and Cece are earning cars and doing all these great things. I want to come see you. I'm like, yes, you do. Because there is some incredible women that you need to meet on my team. And they are amazing people. A yes can rock your world. Number 5, I guess it's number 5, follow the map. When you're on a road trip or when Google tells you which way to go, you follow the map. What is the the map in Mary Kay is the Mary Kay way. So we will give you guidelines. We'll give you instructions. Maybe you'll hear something tonight that really trips your trigger that Maggie said, and you do what Maggie said, or something that Rhonda said, and you do it that way, or Ashley, or Cece, or Dory, or myself. As long as it's the Mary Kay way, it doesn't matter how you spin it. Always remember how she created this company on faith first, family second, career third, and the golden rule and the Go Give Spirit as our daily guide. If it doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. If it's questionable, it's probably not right. If you're wondering if you should wear it or not, you probably shouldn't. Okay? Let your conscience speak for you. Okay? And number 6, try new things. Try new things. So specifically, Heidi was talking about food and drink that she was eating and drinking on her trip across the country. She's not a big beer person, but her husband is. So they stopped at breweries. She said, turns out there's more things that I like that I didn't even know I liked. Try new things. Talk to new people. We are in, I think, a very pivotal time in our history where we need to open our mouths. And we had a conversation with the Reds earlier, and we were talking about, one of them actually said, I'll talk to people, but I don't necessarily want to talk first. I'm wondering how many of you are out there. You'll talk to people, but you don't necessarily want to talk first. Well, how do you know if that person's nice or not if you're not willing to talk first? Because people are looking for nice people. And remember, you already are. People want more of you. People want to be around you more, not less. Okay? So, Cece, I'll do my story time after we come back. I'll work on the story time. Okay? Try new things.
Excellent. Let's get some pom-poms in the air for your senior sales director, Lisa Cadillac. Mac. I love the spirit fingers in absence of. Thank you, ladies. Oh, that was great. Right away, you guys, pop it in the chat. What was the 1 or 2 things that really stuck out to you? Or maybe you're going to say everything, but let's blow up the chat. What is one thing that stuck out to you the most? Or what is one thing that you really appreciated from that? Let's hear from you for that. In the chat, por favor. So, gosh, talking about lessons, certainly a lady with lots of lessons because of her grand life experience, and yet somehow her skin just keeps looking younger, is my fabulous grandma, Nanny affectionately, Dory Anderson, and she is going to specifically speak on also something that new consultants can really, and refreshed consultants really look forward to doing with their sales directors. So take it away, fabulous Dory Anderson.
Hi. Okay. This is geared to our new consultants, our consultants who have not quite gotten a good start in their business and you want more, and we have a great idea for you. And first, make a phone call or a text or an email or a voice message or something, or go knock on the door to your sales director, your personal sales director. You have Lisa and Cece, and ask her for an appointment to do the virtual product education program. I made that up. What this program provides is first a product introduction and information, and you learn what the product is designed to do for you and all other skin types, and how it helps, and how to share the information about it. Second, you shop while you learn. You get your in-touch order blank open on your screen, and as you're learning about what products are and what they do, the experience is that your sales directors can share information on all the products, and you learn from the experts in the field because they are the experts in our field. And now it is your turn to shop, and that's capital letter shop, because now you know which skin set is better to put on your shelf because of each age group that it applies to. Knowledge, so you can bring your inventory knowing more about each item that you choose. And if you think virtual shopping with your sales director is fun, just wait till you come to the very next in-person live celebration event. And we have all the skincare sets available: eyebrows, eyeliners, mascara, various other new items to try out in person. And you get the instant feedback on how it looks and feels because you tried it. You, very own you. We all know that in-person events are the very best. Mary Kay herself knew that women love to gather and to share the fun of something new with a group. You get all of the important instant feedback and the kudos that we all love to hear. And even better than kudos, you get hugs. And we are known in our groups as the best huggers around.
I don't think anyone gives them better than you, Dory Anderson.
I learned well. I was paid a nickel for the best hug when I was a little kid.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that you said instant feedback.
Yeah.
And you said that more than once. I love that you said that because that is something that our in-person provides. And then you have the time with your sales director to go through, not only learn about the product, but be sure you're prepared best for your clientele, your specific needs too. I love that. Thank you.
Yes.
What is one thing that you are loving about being a red jacket in this season?
Well, and it's coming up on June 9th, the company recognition. They realize that this is a hot shot unit, future area. Yes, and we are very well known for our production and our camaraderie and our hugs and our constant, consistent production and our consistent event holding, and that we have in person and we have virtual and we have choices.
Yep.
And there's nothing better than in person. We really, Ashley and I talk about it every time we leave. Yep, we really needed this one tonight.
I love it. Let's give Dory Anderson some pom-poms, y'all. So good, so good. That was awesome. Whoa, I might have gone full screen on myself here. How do I get, there we go. Okay. That was fabulous. Yes, instant feedback. I love that verbiage around being with the product. And we also know, you guys can all attest, that best recruiting, it comes from being with the product. When you're having an appointment and you're with that person, you know, even virtually, but having that product on their face and having that one-to-one eye contact, eyeball to eyeball, as Nancy Moser says, is really so important. So thank you for your affirmation of that, Nan. That was really great. So I think now I want to throw it back to the fabulous Maggie Fortman, because like Mom mentioned earlier, she's got a great tidbit for you about dreams and goals. And so Maggie, take it away and share some wisdom with us for that.
Okay, so I'm really excited about this, you guys. So Marie Farr, who is like our super duper Lisa's unit came from Marie's unit. She once said to me, you know, Maggie, you're much more fun when you have a goal. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I am much more fun when I have a goal. So I get to talk to you about having a goal. And I would really impress upon you that perhaps you need two every month. And I'm gonna explain this because yes, you can meet these huge goals. Like for instance, right now I'm working on um paying for my daughter's high school private school tuition by myself. So that's my huge big financial goal, right? So maybe you want to pay off your credit card. Maybe you want to do something really big, right? So you break it down like you know what to do. But I would also impress upon you that maybe you should also have a fun goal every month. Because in the months that I've got, like, I want to put $250 in my daughter's account, um, sometimes I hit it and sometimes I don't when I'm like kind of wavering a little bit, which is not good. But if you had a fun one, 9 times out of 10, I can earn enough to have $300 so the 250 goes in her account and $50 I go buy a new pair of shoes or I go take her out to dinner or I do something really fun with it. You got to have a fun goal because it makes you excited. So like if you're paying off your credit card, then put $100 too in like a vacation fund. Like work for something that like brings you joy and is fun. So definitely take care of your necessities but also have something that is like really fun and that you can dream and do something with. Anyway, more than likely, you will be able to reach that higher goal because you're excited about it than if you're just trying to make it by, if that makes sense.
Yes,
So that's my
yes.
little tip for you.
Thank you. I so wanted you to talk about that, and she had mentioned that earlier today. Cease, can you put me oh, it's me. I'm controlling it over here. Okay, I'll pay attention. Thank you, Maggie. Um, yes, because okay, so you guys just heard that I said I'm okay, I got the wrong view on. Where am I? Gallery.
Do you
Okay, I
want
want to
spotlight
see
for a
all
minute?
of you. I wanted to see all of you. Okay. Um, is we booked this trip to Vail, okay? And this is going to be a moment in time for my husband and his siblings. So there's 10 of us. He has 4 siblings and we're all married. And it worked out. One sister-in-law said, "This is when we're going to go. Can you all go?" And I'm like, "Okay, we'll figure it out." And we don't know if we'll ever get all 10 of us to go on this trip again. So we would like to think that it could happen again, but we don't know if it actually will. And I'm like, thank goodness I have the job that I do where if I want to create extra money, I can create extra money anytime. So I'm so glad that you gave that example, Maggie, because if our goal is always simply to pay down credit card debt, blah, that's good. That's responsible. That's wonderful. I'm glad. Okay. I look at my credit score constantly. Okay. What percent is this thing at? Okay. You know, what, okay. What am I going to pay down? You know, what am I doing now? What am I doing? What am I doing with this? Okay. And that's great, but that's not positive motivation. It's almost negative motivation. I know somebody that has to pay off some medical bills and refuses to buy or do anything fun until that's done. And I'm like, it's not your fault that you are paying medical bills. You didn't do anything wrong. You had cancer. Okay. You don't need to punish yourself and not get something good or fun or new because you have bills. Everyone has bills. People with money have bills. Billionaires have bills. Everyone has bills. Okay. We can all determine how much money we're going to save and put on bills and whatever. But paying off debt is a necessity, but it's not very fun. So I love that example, Maggie, because while I'm paying off a couple of things, I'm also saving, spending money for the trip. That's way more fun. And aren't we more motivated by fun? If I said that on every Monday night with that you guys would come to our events, we were going to sit and talk about paying off bills, people would be like, okay, I'll listen to you for 5 minutes, but then I'm going to go find something else to do. Thanks. Because I'm not going to spend an hour doing that, right? Right. Okay. So having a goal and a fun goal. So your fun goal might also be your real goal. I know many of you on here right now have a travel goal. Val wants to take her whole family to the Dells, all of them, all the kids and their boyfriends and girlfriends. Everybody pile up and go to the Dells. I can't wait. Yes, you can do it, Val. I can't. Yeah, they're all loving on you. Look at Val. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to go. Jenny Kiesler and Tommy are taking Jenny's parents somewhere. She's trying to let her mom decide. Her mom's never going to decide. So, Jenny, you're going to have to decide. Okay. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. When Maggie buys her new house for her and Harper, I'm going to help them move in. Like, we're invested in your goals as much as you guys are. Okay. Like, we want to be part of that. Ashley and Tony are going to buy land somewhere. I want to go to the land and like lay on it too.
Let's break the ground with them.
Yes. Yes. We want to do that with you. Okay. Rhonda, I know you guys love traveling in like Europe. Okay. I want to drive you and Dan to the airport. Like, this is how invested in your goals. Those are the only ones I know right now. So if you guys got other ones, you're going to shoot them in there because I don't know them yet. Okay. This is what excites us for you. This is what excites us for you. We're personally invested in you reaching your goals too. Okay. And rising tides raise all ships, right? Rising tides raise all ships. So when somebody is doing good, when the camaraderie, when the culture is doing good, everybody else is going to do good, right? So we're looking for more reds. We're looking for more senior beauty consultants. A senior beauty consultant has one. It starts with one. I said it 15 minutes ago. A yes can rock your world. Okay, what's next, Cece?
Great. So next, speaking of Ashley Zelli and breaking ground, she has been on a roll in the last several months, being intentional about blessing working women. And this is something that I've done a couple times, once more recently now, and have gained some really great clients. And so, Ashley, talk to us about the intentionality of going out with the intention of introducing yourself to great women, enrolling them in something exciting like a giveaway, and how those relationships have turned out for you.
Yeah. So speaking of goals, right? In order to have a goal in Mary Kay, you have to be able to see the faces, right? In order to achieve your goal. So, last fall, I started doing blessing working women, and it is a really good practice on how to be the first one to speak, right? Because if you walk into in a establishment with flowers, you are going to be the first one to speak because everybody's going to be like, what is she doing? That big old vase, right? So what I do, and I usually take somebody with me because trying to do it and, hand out the things, do it with a buddy, right? It's fun doing it with a buddy. It's hard. So challenging. So what we do is we walk into an establishment of some sort, a coffee shop, any place, find a place that has a lot of shops or places where you'll find women, mostly. And you walk in and you take your flowers. This is my flower. And you say to the individual at the front area, like if it's a coffee shop, like at the register, or if you see somebody there that's, not super busy, you walk up to them and say, I am blessing working women today with flowers and facials. What color flower would you like? It's not a yes or no answer. It is simply, what color flower would you like? And they will answer, "Oh, I want pink." And you hand them the flower and then you say, um, uh, well, obviously we're not going to give you the facial right now. We would, but ha ha, ha, you're working, right? Kind of, now they're comfortable because you just made a joke, right? And you hand them a piece of paper and just say, but if you want to put your name and phone number on this little slip of paper, I'll call you later and schedule that facial for you. I can tell you that I've probably gotten two people say no out of, I believe I've done over a 50, 60.
Wow.
Um, so it not only makes them feel good, it makes you feel good because you just gave someone a flower, you made their day. People, I mean, I've had people cry and, you know, um, cry and say, "Oh my gosh, are you really just handing me this flower?" Yes, I'm really handing you this flower. It's real. It's not even fake, it's real. So, it's a great way to make yourself feel good, but also to get leads at the same time. And you simply, call them and share with them, I'm calling to offer that facial that I promised you. And, this is Ashley from the coffee shop today. I handed you a flower, right? Because they'll right away know who you are. And make sure you give them your business card as well. And it's just a fun way to make people feel good, make you feel good because you get really excited that you just made all these people feel good in one day, right? And then it gives you those contacts so you can sit down and call people. So if you're wondering how to get more faces, that is definitely a great way to do it.
Wow. Pom-poms for Ashley Deli. That
And
was
the
awesome.
and I just turned the seatbelt sign on.
Ding. We're ready for takeoff to
Ready
our
to take off
dreams,
with
right?
Yes,
Ashley
Ashley.
ready for
Deli to our
takeoff.
dreams.
Captain
So I
Ashley.
love I love how simple that is. And it doesn't cost, it's not a lot. It's a inexpensive, affordable way to meet people. It's an exciting way to stick your neck out first.
Yeah.
Exactly. If
Yeah.
nothing else, you're gonna make their day. Like
Mhm.
totally day made, right? I also considered, here's an idea for you guys. Go on Amazon or something similar and look up wooden roses because if you get a good enough quality one, they can look kind of real and tie a sample to it, your card, and have them ready in your car every day. Every time you go somewhere. I'm blessing working women today. It's you at the post office, lady. It's you today, right? They don't have to know what else you're doing and have that ready. And that's something that you guys can, Girl Scouts honor. You can count on me to start to do because I think it's important that we continue to get out there and bless people. And I've had similar stories too, Ash. Thank you for that. What is your favorite thing right now about being a red jacket?
I was trying to think of, my answer to that. And honestly, it always is the conversations. Doesn't matter what time of year. It always is the conversations that we get to be a part of. The groups that we get to, the sessions, the conversations are different. The learning's different. If you're Red Jacket, you get, at like career conference and at seminar, you get to be a part of different conversations, right? More about leadership. And those are what's beneficial, really. So I like the fact that I can be part of um other women that can really teach me a lot more about moving up in my business. So, yeah, that is what I enjoy. And spring, just everybody's happy in spring. Everything's blooming. Everything's blooming, and everybody's blooming in spring.
Heck
So
yeah.
that makes it better too. Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you,
Mhm.
Ashley. Love it.
Yep.
A very valued part of our team and our lives, for sure. So that is a little bit on the intentional end of meeting folks in terms of that's what you go out to do that day. Now, there's also, of course, we call affectionately warm chattering, or rather, um, you know, being willing to, okay, I got to go do this today. I got to do this today. I got to do this today. Am I willing, like literally ask yourself the question, to be prepared with wooden roses, to have some samples in my bag? How can I be prepared to go out when I meet that person that's going to be super nice to me today? Am I ready to hand her a sample and say, thank you so much for your kind service, Susie? Can I treat you to a gift today? And she goes, what? So, talk about rapport and building rapport in real life. Lisa Cadillac Mack has a very recent story regarding this and a way that she just did it. So, here is a real life example for you, you guys, and something that anyone can do. So, take it away.
Great, thank you. Real life example, my new friend Courtney works at the fish counter at Whole Foods on Burleigh. And a couple of months ago, she waited on me. We were having this nice conversation. I gave her a charcoal mask sample, knowing full well her face smells like fish when she goes home at night. And what does that charcoal mask do? Adsorbs. She willingly took the sample. There was people around, and I was like, okay, now I need to move on. I can tell. And I'm like, it's okay. I will see her again. She's not a client, or she's not a customer of the store. She works here. I'll see her again. Sure enough, the next time I go, she waits on me again. We have a little bit more of a conversation. I remind her who I was, that what I said the last time, which was talked about food allergies and so forth. She tells me about her own mom, tells me about her own allergies and so forth and so on. And I offer her a second charcoal mask sample, which she says she liked the first one. Now, I don't always offer a second one without getting someone's information, but yet again, a line is now forming behind me again because we're chatting and we are definitely building rapport. Okay, so I have to go again. Third time. Now, yeah, I go to Whole Foods about every 8 or 9 days, so I'm there often. Okay, so the third time I go, I come up to the counter and I see her, and as I am walking up, she says, "Hi, Lisa." And I'm like, "Hey, Courtney, how's it going?" And I thought, okay, I'm in. She just said my name. We chat about whatever, anything. And I said, "We should have coffee. We should get together." She goes, "We should." And I thought, well, that was easy. So she says, "I have your information." Again, a line is forming behind me, as you can imagine. She says, "I have your number on the stuff you gave me. I'm on Instagram. I will reach out to you. It's going to be 2 dogs though, because I'm not really on there, but my dogs are." I said, "Great, Courtney, I have so enjoyed chatting with you again." Walk away going, please, Lord, let this be the one that when they say they're going to, they actually do. Sure enough, she got off of work. She messaged me. I see we actually have a mutual friend in Cece's best friend. So my new Courtney knows Cece's best friend, Kelsey. So there was another connection. And I simply said, "When can we schedule that coffee? I'd love to see you. And I will also bring more samples for you. Can't wait to meet you." We had our coffee. The very first thing I said was I remarked on a plant. You guys, you're going to think I'm crazy, but there's purpose in everything I do. This beautiful plant is at the coffee shop. She's waiting for her coffee now. I offered to treat her. She said no. I said that was fine. And I said, "Look at this beautiful plant." I said, I don't even normally notice stuff like this, but look how unique it is." She goes, "It really is." She goes, "I have like 42 plants at home." I said, "You do? By any chance you got any spider plants? I heard they collect mold spores and I could use that in my office." She goes, "Babies? Yeah, I got a million of them." I said, "Great. Would you want to get rid of some?" She said, "I do." Okay. So now I also have this in my head. Why? Because if she decides she doesn't want to buy any Mary Kay ever or join my team or anything, I'm still going to see her at the fish counter, and I have a different way to connect with her. So if Mary Kay doesn't interest her at all, which I'm guessing it does if she's willing to have coffee with me, that I also have the plant connection that I could simply see if she'd be willing to still share that plant with me. That's just human connection, right? It's human connection. She had such a great time. I brought samples based on her skin type, including extra things because I knew she wore makeup. We sat them in front of us after our coffee. We chatted for about 30 minutes. And I'll save that section for another Vox message because it was phenomenal. But may I specifically add about tonight, about meeting a new person in real life. She said she loves it when customers do more than just pleasantries of "Hi, how are you? What would you like? Here you go. Thank you. Have a nice day." She said, "We love it when the customers chat with us. We love it when you ask us our name. We love it when you come back and talk to us again. We love getting to know you." So I wanted to make sure you knew that because sometimes you're so gall darn afraid of what she's going to say and that she's going to think you're weird, which she's not. And you're like going to throw them something and then be like, I'm Mary Kay, bye. And they're dying for quality conversation. Remember, you're nice. Most people aren't that are going through a checkout line, but you are. So if you say, even, how is your day is going? I always ask the clerks, how is your day going today? You'll learn all kinds of stuff. You will learn so much stuff. Then you'll also learn who could use an extra prayer, who could use a sample, who could use a friend, who might be looking for a Mary Kay business opportunity, who needs a charcoal mask, whatever. So Courtney and I, we had our coffee on whatever day last week, Friday, I think. I don't know what day. And we have texted a million times since then. And I invited her randomly on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. And I'm like, hey, I know it's 8 a.m. and this thing starts at 10, but if you're around and you want to come see me in real life again at another Fiddlehead's coffee place. And she texted me at noon and said, I'm so sorry I missed it. I was already at work. I hope I hope the event was great. And I'm like, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that big a deal. It's just not that big a deal. People are just people, just like you. People are just people.
Everybody's just trying to live.
Yep.
Right?
Everybody's just trying to live.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's be kind. For sure. Thank you. Pom poms for Lisa Cadillac Mac.
Thank you.
Yay. So, and I also love hearing about that too because, yeah, staple a lipstick sample to your business card, like Rhonda said. Simple, right? Like these are simple interactions you guys, we're having daily, and oftentimes it's folks we overlook. Do you ever leave a store and realize I didn't even look in their eyes? And then it like makes you kind of sad because that was a human being there and you should have, right? Whether or not they want to look at you, you be the one to connect, right? And make that human connection. So excellent. Let's see those pom poms. Have you enjoyed today? So we want to allow for some questions. So I'm just going to review a couple of brief things. And as I'm chatting, if you want to pop your question in the chat, we'll go through it. Or if you want to speak up afterwards, that's fine too. Any questions or anything to affirm. So after we get done here, I'm going to pop over to Courage Nation and reshare my YouTube link to my social media class from Chicago Rama. So those of you that couldn't be in Chicago with us or like Val are brand new, I have the pleasure and the privilege to be able to teach on social media. And it's a very digestible, simple, step-by-step class to just give you some very first step ideas on how to show up online when it comes to your business and also your life. And so it's less than 15 minutes. It's really great. And there's like clapping in the beginning. Dawn did such a great job recording it for me. So thank you, Dawn. So just, be aware of your volume. The quality's good and it's great to listen to. So I'm going to put that in Courage Nation. I encourage you to listen to that, take notes, and implement something today, tomorrow morning, before tomorrow's up. How about? And something that you learned from tonight too, of course. Just going to throw up one more time the invite for next Monday. I've already got lots of yeses and lots of people excited to attend. So continue to invite you guys and just say, we're bringing together some of our favorite women, and I thought of you because you are such a good fill in the blank. I know you really need a girls' night. I know you love that awesome denim jacket. Here's a place for you to wear it. Because yes, it is Canadian tuxedo themed, y'all, because we have fun. We have a whole heck of a lot of fun in our event. So get excited. That is going to be coming up next Monday. These are always so successful. Like Mom said, whether there's, 2 or 10, the clients and friends that we invite have so much fun, and its connections are made there. Really great connections are made. I think that's where Maggie met my friend Mackenzie, right? Yeah, so good. Who is now she's working with. Thank you for that. Also for honoring me. So we get to honor one another with the relationships that we create, which is really neat. So get on that, join us. And then just a reminder that your April calendar of events is going to have all of your, of course, April dates, but also save the dates looking ahead. Seminar registration, May 12th. That's the big one. And then, of course, looking ahead to June and featuring Javier here in Wisconsin with us is going to be so great. So just always look ahead on the bottom of the April Save the Date flyer because it'll always have May dates looking ahead. And one more thing, I loved being a red jacket.
Oh.
So that is at best 19, probably 18 still
Yeah.
here at CC because I was just finishing my first year of school. And so I started my business in 2012, went to college, and then my hair started to grow. So I think this is like spring of 2013 when I became a Red Jacket, and the family celebrated with us at my Red Jacket debut. And so that is probably the last photographic evidence of Mason only being a little taller than me and Carson being shorter than me. I know that's probably true. And Dad having a mostly black goatee. And Mom and I don't age, so there's that. So just appreciating just that moment of time, that moment in time. And I can still tell you my first three team members, Samantha, Christina, and Heather. And none of them are on our team anymore. They were there for me for a reason and a season, not a lifetime, and they remain friends and connections and encouragers in my world, which is really cool. And so you guys remember that, the people and the situations that get you to this spot may not be the same ones that get you to the next. And so embrace that. Get excited to, like Ashley said, go out and bless working women. Like Lisa, kind of like Max said, build that rapport. Please come to our next in-person events. Please keep attending our virtuals. You make a difference. Is there anything else that I missed?
That was awesome. Nothing you missed. One super simple idea that we got from our friend Julie, who was our speaker on the Power Up Achievers last Monday, that I think everyone could benefit from her idea. She was sharing that for years, she has made 10 contacts a day. And for some of you, 10 contacts a day might sound like a lot. And maybe 3 sounds like a lot. Maybe 1 sounds like a lot. Basically, the bottom line that she was sharing with us is that it was simply consistency. Every single day, 5 or 6 days a week, she chose to do this. Maybe it's for you, it's 5 to 6 days a week. Maybe it's 3 to 5 days a week. Maybe it's 3 days a week, whatever. It's simply consistency, a number of days and number of contacts that you're going to make. What's a contact? She was very specific. She was saying a contact could be you're checking on someone on their reorder. It might be a booking that you already have and you have to connect with that customer. It might be someone texts you for an order. It's a contact. So she was saying she just simply writes it down. So I got myself a little tiny, it's just a dollar store notebook. It's the dream one. Okay. And I realized this was Monday that she shared this with us. We saw her on Friday and I said, Julie. I saw her at the director meeting and at the Chicago area sales director meeting. I said, 3 of the girls that were watching have already started doing this. They've been texting me every day. They're telling me, I did this many today. I did this many today. Well, I didn't do 10, but I did do this many. And I said, Julie, turns out I've been doing that for a really long time. And I've just never actually written it down like that. And I thought, okay, so there's my new commitment is simply writing it down. I know I do it. I'm going to literally write it down so that I can show you every day. Look at, these were the 6 names. This was 1 name. This was 5. This was 10. This was however many. And then for sales directors, it could also be a little bit different because it's also team that we're connecting with. So that would be a different kind of contact. But I thought, what if you simply just made a challenge? I'm leaving you with a challenge. 3 contacts a day for the next 7 days. Maybe it's someone you know on Facebook, letting them know that you're in Mary Kay. Maybe it's someone that needs a reorder on that skin product. Maybe it's something who bought something from your debut, Val, and you need to follow up with all of them again. How is that product working for you? Maybe you met someone at the grocery store. Maybe you have a working women's list. Maybe, you're going to scroll through your phone because you have 10,000 contacts in your phone. and go, she doesn't know I'm doing Mary Kay yet. I'm just going to tell her. So what if you just did simply 3 a day the next 7 days? That's 21 connections in a week. 3 a day the next 7 days. If we make it small enough initially, you'll get excited and you'll want to keep going. But I'm not even asking you to keep going. I'm asking you 3 a day for 7 days. And then let's see where you're at next Monday when you come to the Celebrating Women event. Let's see where your energy and your smile is, because it's going to be big. I have a feeling.
I love it. That is awesome. 3 a day for the next 7 days.
Yeah.
Well, let's give one more good old pom pom wave for the Monday night. That was really great, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you for taking the time. Once we get this uploaded, save it, come back to it, and continue to move forward with kindness and joy, because that's what you are coming from the Courage Nation family of consultants. All right, y'all? Good night.
Well,
Bye.
bye.